Hello, I'm Christopher Sampson, and this is a follow-up to the previous council presentation. Included is a PDF of the algorithm and relevant data pertaining to this presentation as an email attachment. To summarize what was presented in the previous presentation, increased boarding times in the ED result in higher mortality rates. Additionally, it was determined through studies that there was a positive correlation between the time spent in the ED and inpatient length of stay. A standardized handoff process was associated with a significant reduction in nursing and handoff-related errors. It increased nursing accountability and perception of patient safety. In an ongoing literature review on nursing handoff, the consistent theme has been that several factors influence handoff: environmental distractions, inconsistency, lack of structure, time consumed, and a lack of pertinent patient data. Standardized tools for the handoff have been implemented with the intent to improve the structure and consistency, decrease information overload, and improve the quality of the information communicated during handoff. The positive outcomes after implementation of a standardized handoff are an increase in the following areas: effectiveness of handoff communication, satisfaction, and overall organization of content. This method of nursing handoff is in keeping with the NYC HHC's iCare standards and values. Through usage of a digital handoff, patients' information is safe and care is more readily provided, maintaining integrity. Patients are cared for first, nursing handoff taking a back seat, allowing for more compassionate care. Through planned documentation of handoff and management of time, accountability is improved. As we work together to develop this new handoff, there is a newfound respect to the process along with respect for the nurse's time. The nurse handoff process has largely remained unchanged in the past 20 years. By utilizing the technology readily available, this becomes another route in a nurse's pursuit of excellence and continued learning. Having looked over 2019's admission data, I observed that the average length of stay for a patient in the ED going to B5 is an overall 1,038 minutes. Of those 1,038 minutes, 115 minutes are spent in the ED with a bed assigned, awaiting to depart to the floor. Our data is similar to a study performed by Surmersheim and colleagues. Now, I have devised an algorithm that would be utilized on the inpatient side in order to demonstrate the workflow. Let's go through the scenario together. So starting off, the inpatient charge nurse has been notified by the ED charge nurse that there is an incoming admission. The inpatient charge nurse's duty is threefold. Firstly, to provide the name of the inpatient receiving nurse to the ED nurse. The inpatient or charge nurse now observes if there are any preclusion events or nurse performance activities as the second duty. In this case, yes, the room is dirty and requires a cycle cleaning. The charge nurse or inpatient nurse would notify the ED nurse through the secure chat feature in Epic and provide a time frame of bed availability. The ED then updates the inpatient charge nurse through secure chat that the admission datasheet is now available. The admission datasheet is a datasheet within the patient's chart you can view in Chart Review that has all relevant patient data. Next is a shared duty for charge and inpatient nurse to review the data and either ask for an update of patient data, prompting the question, is the data provided satisfactory? In this case, it is not, so we go back and the ED updates the sheet, and we then proceed to a further review, and, if the data is satisfactory, notify the ED to place patient into patient transport. As an addendum, after speaking with the night shift supervisors, their input to this was to include them into each report through secure chat to handle any issues that arise. You may be wondering why I have yes and no responses if both are to have arrows pointing to the subsequent box. Regardless of a yes or no response, the ED still has the option to send a completed admission datasheet and place it within the chart. The duty is now for the inpatient nurse to review and ask for an update using secure chat to give the green light for patients to go upstairs. The benefit of this handoff process is, as I had said before, this improved flow respects the nurse's time, allowing for communication to be digital, as now the nurse can review the chart on their own time without having to sync up with the ED nurse. Should either party be performing bedside care or rushing off to an emergency, this handoff process respects both parties' actions by having report available. Now, where do we go from here? I have provided a timeline on what I believe our workflow should be for this project. The first step is to interface our two councils and develop the admission datasheet together and streamline the process and test it out for the first quarter of 2021, allowing for data collection and analysis in the second quarter of 2021. Thank you for listening, and happy holidays.